Good evening.
I'm Kristin.
Welcome to Whiskey Tango Talk. My name's Brandon.
I'm Kristin.
This is the gorgeous Kristin.
Aww.
She's still alive.
You actually said something nice. That was nice of you.
I'm nice? I'm never nice.
I mean, sometimes you have your moments. You're cute.
I'm always a jerk most of the time.
You're my jerk. You're my favorite jerk.
What's this heart for? Oh.
Is it like a react to comments, like Facebook?
Yeah, so I do a heart.
Oh.
See, it was on the screen.
Look at that! Everybody, wait, why don't I have one? Wait, is that you or is that somebody else? Hi.
I don't know. I've never seen that before. That's so weird.
That's on your iPad, but it's not. Maybe it's because it's our channel.
Oh, other people are doing it too. It's not just me.
Oh, sorry. Like emojis floating on the screen. It's like squirrel.
ADHD.
Too bad there's not a squirrel emoji because that would be hilarious. YouTube, that's a suggestion. Give us all the emojis.
I don't want all the emojis.
No,
please don't. No emojis for me.
Whiskey Tango Talk is specifically asking for the squirrel. But anyways, welcome to Whiskey Tango Talk. Again, Kristin and Brandon, we're from Whiskey Tango Farms in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. This live stream we do on Wednesdays. We used to do it every Wednesday. Life has been a little bit crazy, so we apologize. We've been gone for quite a while, a month, but we're back. And we do just this live Q&A. We talk about quail, rabbits, gardening, tractors. There's a lot of squirrel moments where we'll talk about things not really related, but kind of like just homesteading and somebody will say something and I think of a memory and we call that story time and whatnot. But go ahead in the comments. You can type like where you're tuning in from. It's kind of neat to see where everybody's from. We say hi, we talk. If you have a question, don't be afraid to ask. There is no such thing as a stupid question. If we don't know the answer, somebody in the chat might, or we'll figure it out together. It's a lot of fun. So it's fun hanging out with you guys. So let me pull up my announcements. Ed is our moderator. Ed got bait, so thank you very much to him. You'll see him in the comments. His username will be blue. And I think he's got like a little wrench next to his name, or it used to, but obviously the YouTubes has done some updating.
He still has a wrench.
Since we've been gone.
I don't know why they're wrenches.
Because he can control settings, maybe? Like settings wrench?
All you can do is boot users and delete comments.
He can take a wrench and bang people about trolls in the head with it and kick them off the chat.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what the wrench is for, kicking trolls out. But anyways, thank you very much to Ed. Also, thank you, Ed, for the freeze-dried goodies. I am obsessed with the Del Monte pineapple and the ice cream
She ate all the ice cream sandwiches on me.
Okay, there was like 12 in there, and I had 4.
Uh-oh.
How many were in there?
I don't know how many were in there.
Ed, how many were in there? I had 4. And actually,
she ate them all.
The last 2 only had the like white filling, the ice cream. But anyways, we have Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. This live stream actually. So we have Whiskey Tango Farms on YouTube, and then we also have a separate channel called Whiskey Tango Talk, specifically for our live streams. So
over there.
Right now we are streaming to both, but eventually we will move over to just Whiskey Tango Talk for the weekly live stream. So make sure you subscribe over there and hit the notification bell if you frequently or you ever want to tune into our live streams and come join us. So
yeah, don't forget to hit the like button.
Yes, hit the like button if you can on both and subscribe to both. And I know I'm asking a lot of you guys, but I appreciate it. Our website is whiskeytangofarms.net. We ship quail hatching eggs nationwide. We did just add rainbow mix, the scarlet and red range celadons and jumbo pharaohs back to the site. We are about 4 weeks out currently, like if you place an order like right now, and that's an estimate. But the last time like we were out of stock and then added them back and we announced that stuff was back in stock, it like blew up and like then we took them off the site again and now here we are. So please don't yes, please order, but calmly, it's like Black Friday, like people will like bulldoze over other people and like run people over. Don't do that. Calmly walk into the store and place your order, please. But yes, no, we appreciate all of you guys, and we know that being busy is a good thing, and we're very thankful for each and every order. We thank you very much for your patience. I really get a lot of anxiety for making people wait, and we apologize, but we want to make sure that we we don't cut corners on quality to get orders out the door faster. We're not going to do that. So we have Self-Sufficient Backyard on Facebook. That's a Facebook group. So that's also somewhere where you can join us and chat. It's kind of fun. There should be a super chat sticker on at least the Whiskey Tango Farms channel where you can donate to the channel. I'm going to a rabbit show with Liv this weekend in Jefferson, Wisconsin. It's the Badger Rabbit Breeders Association double show on Saturday, and then we are having a Silver Fox specialty on Sunday with the Great Lakes Silver Fox Club, which I'm actually the treasurer of, and I really love my group of Silver Fox family, my Foxy fam. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Of course, she likes the Silver Fox fam.
So when I post photos on Instagram,
it's a bad joke.
But when I post photos on Instagram, I used to do hashtag Silver Fox. I very quickly realized that I have to do hashtag Silver Fox Rabbits because otherwise our rabbit pictures get grouped in with some other pictures that
some foxing.
Yeah,
men.
they're a little bit different subject there.
Oh,
different subject matter. So, but anywho's, we will get into
the dog chewed on my thing.
Well, I didn't.
Well, you must have put that up there. Well, I didn't chew on it.
I did. I found it on the floor, so that makes sense that it was chewed on.
Well, it's supposed to be up there, but whatever. Sorry. I get easily distracted.
We'll get into the comments. Over to you for the weather.
The weather? The weather's cold.
Oh my God, Brandon.
What?
The weather is cold.
The weather's cold. The only thing I don't have in the other program is Andy Rabbit says, hello, hope I make it back home in time, which I believe they did.
Yeah. Well, drive safe.
And then Joy says, hello from Western Oregon.
Long time no see. Good to see you.
We have Aaron here from South Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Mr. Ed got bait.
Ed.
And we have Diana Tuttle Tut Farms. This is love the photos.
Tuttle Farms. Tuttle Tut Farms. That's fun to say. Tut.
Got Pine Haven Acres.
Hey girl,
says hello from Wisconsin.
I will see you this weekend.
Oh, she's going to?
Of course. How else would I earn chocolate rabbit legs? We always make sure that we
You're gonna stand on 3 legs?
Whatever. We always have to get at least one more exhibitor with chocolate Silver Fox. But usually we can figure it out. And I think this is going to be a really big show this weekend. I'm really excited.
Bags of Love says hello from North Carolina. Hello, thanks for joining us.
Good to see you again.
You got Dale from Dale's Quails.
Hey,
says howdy, strangers.
Oh, Andy did make it back.
Andy Rabbit's here.
Woo-hoo.
Says hello, guys. That's what I said.
They made it back.
Yep. We got Frank from Wayside, Wisconsin. Hello, Frank.
Up there by that there Green Bay-ish. Yeah. That's not really like north. It's, I mean, a little bit, but not. It's not like up north, you know?
Ed said either 6 or 8. See?
6 or 8 what? I did not know there had to be at least 8. I think you...
There's probably only 6.
Well, who ate that?
You did.
Bovine scat.
I had, I think, 1 or 2. So you ate them all.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I did. I don't. They were really
I went
good.
to go eat one and they were all gone and I was very sad.
Oh.
S.L. Swanson's here. Says greetings from Mississippi. Good evening, WTF, and all you quailers, rabbiters, gardeners, homesteaders, and tractor folk.
Tractor people. Tractorers. Tractorers.
Tiffany from Tealstone Homestead.
Yay!
Hello. Thanks for joining us.
Hey.
Frank asked if we still have quail calendars. I believe they're still on the website.
I took them off.
Oh, you did? Why would you do such a thing?
Because they started in January, and
so,
I mean, I could sell you one, but it goes like January through.
Well, if he still wants to buy one, let him buy one.
Yeah, just send us a PM. I can like on the back end order you one.
Ed shared our website, whiskeytangofarms.net.
Oh, wait.
What?
Speaking of calendars, apparently I'm like the calendar queen. Great Lakes Silver Fox, which is our regional Silver Fox club, we actually just put together an all breed calendar, and it starts in March because we were kind of slow on the game. But it has all different breeds of rabbit, including silver fox, of course. And then there's breed facts on each calendar or month, sorry. So I will link that down below. You can order those as well. Like if you're into rabbits or if you know somebody that's into rabbits. But all of the proceeds for those go to the Great Lakes Silver Fox Rabbit Club. Whereas the Quail calendars, it's ours. So good cause both ways.
Made a QR code.
Oh, look
You
at
go
you.
Whiskey Tango Farms.
You so fancy.
There you go. You can go to our website with that QR code.
Let me find that thingamajigger.
That's a new feature that with our streaming software, we can put QR codes in our stream.
Ooh,
so
I know how much you love those.
Yeah, they're awesome.
You should be careful
S.O.
with
Swanson
QR codes.
says, got my 3 likes in. I'm all good. Did you have the calendar over here?
I think it's under that ribbon, but don't let them see the ribbon. It's top secret. But I don't know if that's the good calendar or the bad calendar. That's the bad one. I don't know where the good one is.
I don't know.
That's okay. I mean, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with it, but there's a video on our YouTube that people can watch of the don't do it.
We'll just
That's okay. All right, that's fine. So
there you go.
Those are all silver fox. So we have class. Are you paying attention? I'm
Really?
just kidding. I love that picture has all of the, well, not all of the colors, but
Andy
colors.
says, I'm waiting for your other colors of celadons. Those will be up as soon as Kristin takes some pictures. Sorry. I wanted that celadon mix to have all the different birds or colors so you can see them.
Oh, I was working on
I don't know what you were working on.
Aaron
says, shh, don't tell Christina, but I went to look the other day for eggs and they were out of stock. Well, they're back in stock now. Those 3.
Yes.
I think it was yesterday morning. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Jumbo Pharaoh, the Scarlet
and Red Range
Tuxedo celadons, and the Rainbow Mix. Andrea Perry's here, says hello.
Hey. Where's Kelly? I see everybody saying hi to Kelly,
everybody
but I
said
don't see Kelly.
I don't see her original hello.
Oh, well, hi, Kelly.
I have no idea.
That's weird.
Oh, it's right here. On here it says, hey, all, I'm here. Just got me 4 black sex-link chicken chicks to add to my flock, and I'm stoked. It's crazy the size and fluffiness difference in chicken versus quail. Yeah, that was before Andy Rabbit's comment, but
weird.
I don't know. It's not on the software for some reason.
I guess I'll follow along over here, and if I
Andy wondered if we ever got bitten by a squirrel.
I haven't. Have you?
No.
Mm-mm. Have you? I would love to know the story. That sounds very interesting.
I can honestly say I've never touched a live squirrel.
Yeah, me neither. Just dead ones. That sounds super like redneck.
Aaron says, got an extra like on this channel. Thank you.
Oh, because he did the Guidros and then his just Aaron Guidros.
Truck 3 Wardens here. It's good to see you doing a live tonight from Wisconsin.
Hey,
hello.
neighbor.
Thanks.
Good to see ya. Hope you're doing well up there. I know you guys are usually a little bit more cold and windy and snowy than we are and icy. So hopefully you're doing well. What?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Ed Got Bait said, no by a squirrel, but stung by a lip by a Portuguese man.
Portuguese man of war jellyfish.
Yeah.
It's a jellyfish.
I know. That just doesn't sound wonderful at all.
No, it doesn't. Wow. That sounds really painful.
JJ Willow says, hi all. Hello. Thank you for joining.
Sorry, I was reading ahead.
Andy said, oh, Ed Got Bait. That's one I haven't. Ed said, I lived in Hawaii when I was a kid. I didn't know that.
Is there an echo in here? That's super cool. Ed has done so much like cool stuff. He used to do like what is it called? Chartered fishing or like like ocean fishing, like on the big boats, on the big
commercial fishing.
Commercial charter. I thought it was called like charter fishing, charter. I don't know, whatever.
He was a commercial fisherman.
Yeah, but that sounds really cool. Scary but cool, and I would probably be very sick. Maybe, I don't know.
Andy said, "Hurry, Kristin, and take pictures." Then.
Yes, this week is very busy, so I will be honest with you. Probably won't be this week. It'll probably be next week.
If it's not this, if she doesn't do it, I will, because they need to get up. Whiskey Tango Farm shared the thing we're ordering.
Weird.
Aaron blamed me for telling Christina that he was looking at more eggs.
Oopsies.
It's not a problem. I know you just want some celadon birds, right?
Some sellies. All the sellies. Everybody needs sellies in their life.
SO says, I thought we could look but don't touch.
I'm not touching that one.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally.
You can order some eggs and you can touch our eggs. It's fine. And then you can eventually touch our wonderful quail. Andy said, I had a pet squirrel till the day he bit me. That is...
That I imagine it's probably being a lot like being bit by a rabbit, maybe. I don't know.
I did get bit by a gerbil when I was in 2nd grade. And that thing hurt.
They don't let go either. We had one in our science classroom and it bit me and I went like this and it was like
it bit me right here.
Ooh,
on my hand.
Like on that.
I went to grab it and it just bit.
Ooh.
And drew blood and everything. It was like the worst pain ever.
No, I remember the science teacher yelled at me because he was mad because I went like this and then eventually he let go and he like got flung against the wall and Mr. Erickson was like, ah, I'm like, what? I was trying to like get him off my hand. He was pretty upset. The gerbil was just fine, mind you. He was more worried about the gerbil than me, but that's okay. I lived.
And he said, just don't make a squirrel mad. You can't run fast enough.
I can only imagine.
All right. Jesse Mills is here. Says, Good evening, everyone. I'm here, but still at work, just listening.
Good to have you. Don't get in trouble.
Thank you for joining. Ed says, WTF, looks like you're in for more winter. I didn't get a chance to watch that Weatherman's video yet, but I was going to. I have no idea how the weather is. I'm hoping that we don't get more cold. I'm so sick of the cold, honestly.
Well, we don't even have any robins yet, so...
Excuse me.
It's going to be here for a while yet.
Well, it looks like we're getting snow tomorrow night, 2.5 inches.
Really?
Yeah, and Saturday and Sunday we're supposed to get about 3 inches total.
See, it's a good thing I'm getting a room instead of dragging back and forth.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little colder than it has been, honestly, which kind of sucks.
But yeah, when the robins show up, it still snows 3 more times at least before spring is actually here.
So it's not spring unless it snows on the robin's back twice.
I think it's 3 times.
Twice.
My grandma said
wrong.
3. You're wrong.
There you go. Ed says, I was both a charter and commercial fisherman.
I didn't know there was a difference, but that is super cool.
Told you. Andy says, what color celadons are they going to be? That's a loaded question.
I was like, that's all for you, babe.
They're a range of colors.
Get it? Range, red range. Ha. Sorry.
They will pop out some normal EB colors. Which is
some people don't know.
Tibetan and Rosetta.
And those have tuxedo or no? Yeah.
Yeah, they almost all have tuxedo. You might get some. I mean, some of the feather sexables will be in there, but those are from different cages. Those birds might pop out some feather sexables as well, depending, because I do have some feather sexables mixed in with them. But there's silvers, there's fab fees, there's Egyptian fee type based ones in there. There's a lot of fee mixed in, and some blue. mixed in with them. So there's a range of colors and silver.
You already said that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. They're pretty. The birds that are in the video we played in the beginning are some of the early young ones.
Yeah, like some of the very first where we're like, ooh, these are really pretty. And he's like, hey, look at what I did. And I was like, yes. All the yes.
Diana says, I almost got bitten by a squirrel trying to grab the tail out of a tree.
I can imagine he probably didn't like that.
JJ Willow said, I did the same thing in first grade. The mouse flew into the blackboard and I got yelled at too.
See, but it's like, what else are you supposed to do? Like, they don't let go.
No, Truck 3 Warren said, I agree with Kristin 3 times. Fine.
See? Yeah, you weird southerner, you.
I don't know. Dale
probably thinks it's 2 times 2.
Shut up. Andy says, oh, I never got bitten by a rabbit like the squirrel. That squirrel bit my thumb on the skin above my nail when the nail grew in at a hole in it.
You're probably lucky you didn't lose your nail.
That's crazy.
Yikes.
S.L. Swanson says, charter takes people for money. Commercial makes people earn money.
Ah, gotcha. So it's kind of like a paid hunt. So like I'm familiar with that kind of stuff, like safari hunts. So I've never done them, but versus like going to make a bunch of money. That makes sense. Thank you.
And he asked if they can order one color of Celadon or just mix. If you want the feather sexables right now, it will be in that mix.
Only for right now.
For right now.
Mm-hmm. And then we will still have just
the
Scarlet, Red Range, and Tuxedos
available as well.
Which I realize like those are like kind of like multiple colors, but it's like a line. Like those will always be. I don't foresee us ever separating those out. Honestly, like that's just
all the different colors.
Yeah, like having a range and then a red range or Red Range tuxedo and scarlet tuxedo. Like I don't think we'll ever probably do that unless we like really got huge, but I don't see that.
The mix that I made.
Oh, is what he's asking about, you mean? She. Sorry, I would. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I don't plan on it right now.
Yeah.
There's a possibility that I might separate some of the colors out in the future. But right now, they're a mix that I've been working with for a while, and I like the mix and I like the colors that come out of them. So
yeah, they're beautiful.
It says, I sent you a pic and messenger of me as a kid in Hawaii. He sent it to me. I have it in here. Unless he sent it to you too.
No, that's okay. I can look with you. Oh, look at you guys in your cute little matching. Oh, I love it. Look at your hair. It's all blonde.
That was when he was on a charter.
His hair is blonde. It's actually like yellow because of the sun, but.
And then that's when he was in the commercial. I don't know if you want me showing these pictures in the video, but you let me know.
They're really cool.
I actually seen the charter and commercial pictures before. He sent those to me in the past. S.L. Swanson says, sorry guys, but it's 3. I can post pics if I want. All of them, all 3.
I love how he's just ignoring that you're agreeing with me. Thank you. He's like, I'm just going to
S.L. Swanson says, spring will come when the snow's on the robin's tail 3 times.
Maybe it goes on its tail 3 times and its back only twice. I don't know. I just kidding. I think it's the same thing.
Aaron says, I haven't seen snow on a robin's back.
I bet.
They taste like quail, I hear.
The robin is actually our state bird, so I have not eaten one. And I don't want to go to prison, jail, whatever. So yeah. They do have really big breasts though. Like they do, like I imagine they probably have quite a bit of meat on them. Yes. They're very robust, like a jumbo quail.
So Ed said I can share the photo so you guys kind of See, I don't know if it'll zoom or
Focus.
It won't focus. Okay. But that was Ed as a commercial fisherman, but
It's a big fish.
it's blurry. I don't know how that helped that. Andy Rabbit asks, what about silver celadons? Are they a standalone color? Not right now, but the majority of those, you can get quite a bit of silvers and blue colors out of those. And that's why I like them. Sorry. Holy cow.
What?
It's when he worked on a pier, he said. I wonder if I can just download the photo and then...
This fish is... It's like a shark. Is it a shark or is it a fish?
I don't know what kind of fish that is.
It's a fish.
Yeah, I have no idea.
But it's huge. Is that a tuna? I don't actually know what a tuna looks like. Do you know what a tuna looks like?
Yes.
They're supposed to be big.
Look like that. I don't think.
That's a pretty picture of celadon eggs.
I have no idea.
How would you even hold that up? That can't be real. That's photoshopped. Is that photoshopped? Like it.
I'll share the photo here.
It's huge.
Just give me a second.
Are you like holding it out like this? Like
where was
you're
it?
Supposed to. I don't know how to help you because I don't know what you're doing. You're on your own.
Well, this.
Please hold.
I'm sorry. Oops.
Oh, there it is.
There.
Even the scales are like the size of his hand.
But I want to make this big again. So you only see... All right. There you go. So that's the photo of the big fish.
That is insane. Like seriously, I don't know how
It's pretty big.
I wouldn't be. That's got to be so heavy.
And then that's the one of the commercial fisherman of Ed.
Not photoshopped.
And then the charter. There you go. Ah. You guys are all seeing all my photos. There's nothing really in there.
Some dog pictures, celadon eggs, and Ed's
pictures
fish.
of aquariums.
And aquariums.
Where was I? Dale here says, anyone have experience or advice for chicks injured their necks in the brooder? Have had one or two out of every hatch injure their necks popping and trying to fly around 2 to 3 weeks. Like all popping up and down or up.
Yeah,
and hitting the ceiling.
They're popcorning, and I guess what kind of like lid are you using? Maybe you could change the material. We use hardware cloth.
Oh, it was a sturgeon, he said. That big one.
I was wondering because its eyeball was.
I wasn't sure.
Our sturgeon don't look like that.
Well, our lake sturgeon.
Oh, okay. But the eyeball looked very like that looks the same, but the rest of it would look like completely.
But anyways,
different.
back to that question about the popping.
Yeah,
quail.
we use hardware cloth, but it's not like super taut, so when they hit, like it kind of bows with them.
Yeah.
But our lids are also just like sitting on top, so the lid.
So if the lid will pop up and move.
And the cat has figured that out, unfortunately, but he knows he gets yelled at when he does that, so he doesn't do it as much.
I use hardware cloth on top too.
Weird. How tall is the height?
I'll wait for that answer. Andy said, I'm excited for your colors if you can't tell. Yes. I'm excited too. Left-handed Stan says, hey folks, I just candled my first hatch ever. WTF mixed eggs. Lockdown has begun. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Awesome.
You're going to do great.
Let us know how you do.
Yes. And if you have any questions along the way, call, text us, whatever.
SO says, are your silver CE the same as SSC? And if so, how do you reinforce them after 6 generations? I breed them, and it's why I've mixed in with other colors that they're bred in, so I don't have any deformities or deaths from a silver.
So
or
SSC is your silver Schofield collection. So yes, there's silver in there, but there's also other stuff. So they're not quite the same, but they're similar, if that makes sense. Like we pulled the silver only over, but because of that, that's why he's mixing it with other things.
Yep.
So yes and no.
Ed says that's a red drum on the pier. It's
like the name of the fish?
Yep.
Okay.
That says not photoshopped.
I mean, I didn't think so, but it looks like it would be heavy.
Left-handed stand says that's a big red, 43 inches or so. JJ Willow says that fish looks like it's covered in gold.
Shiny.
Ed says it was very heavy. I had my hand in his gills.
Ugh, I don't like that feeling.
Gave my phone number out?
Well, I said call or text us, but
oh, that's fine.
Like, I mean, it's also on the business card that came with your information, your hatching guide, and I throw all sorts of stuff in there with our phone numbers on them. I was reading ahead, sorry.
Dale says half by half hardware. So I mean, yeah, it's the same as what we have on there.
Mm-hmm.
Also said 2 different totes. One is 20 inches tall, the other is 15. Half and half hardware stapled to 1x1 boards for lid.
That's like literally the same thing as we have.
That's basically what we have. We haven't really had any issues, so I'm. It's kind of weird.
It is weird. I mean, I've had chicken chicks die in the brooder. This sounds so silly, but we had our like robot vacuum tower thing. Like its home base was next to the brooder. This was so dumb on our part, honestly. But
what?
When the Roomba thing tower was next to the brooder, so it would do its thing. So it wasn't actually really loud. Usually when it came by the brooder, when it sucks out the stuff out of the robot, it's very loud.
Yeah.
And I had a bunch of like very expensive silky chicks die. I was really upset about it. And then I'm like, oh, maybe I should move the tower. But it's weird because I'd be curious what's scaring them. Like, and is it so often that are they repetitively hitting? I mean, your brooder stuff seems okay, like your information. So it makes me think it's like something else. Like
Aaron says for brooders, I have 12-inch high and 4-foot high brooders. Okay.
4 foot. Wow, wow. How do you like get in there to like do things?
It said both fish were returned to the ocean after the pictures. SO said thumbs up to the SSC question. Andy says the Celadon eggs come from SSCs in the beginning. No, they didn't.
Well, so Perry Schofield made the silver Schofield collection. That's why it's named after him.
I mean, referring to ours.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They didn't.
Yeah. Ours, yes. Our silver Celadons that we have did not come from that. Like we used different lines of things we had, like our different stuff, and made them. Like I'm sure there's other ones out there. Like I don't doubt that, but ours are ours that we made. If that makes like I don't know how to say it, but
no.
But I want to go back so in case I confuse anybody. What I was saying before I realized what you actually meant, and we answered, but Perry Schofield made the silver Schofield collection. He's up in Canada.
They're talking about Perry Schofield.
Oh, he's also very well known for Celadons. I don't know if specifically they all originate from there or not, but
I think I recall him talking or posting on his page at one point that he had Celadons in his silvers, but I can't say that for sure.
I say that would be more of a question for him, probably, because.
But I think he did.
Yeah. I don't know. I know he's had both, so it's very possible. This is what I was laughing at.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
Aaron says, Ed, I can catch red drum 250 feet from my front door.
You and your snowless robin backs down there.
Guidro's Urban Homesteads here says, hey, y'all, I'm here keeping track of Aaron's shenanigans, was putting up the little grandbaby to bed.
Oh, that sounds fun. My eye is watering. My allergies are, I don't know, something is outside growing or whatever, and my eyeballs are like, ugh. But I know the kids are sneezing and stuff too. Sucks.
Yeah, they're all full of allergies.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff's coming out.
Yep. That's why, I mean, it's not funny, but when COVID hit really hard here in 2020, I had allergies. And I went to Walmart and this was like before everything like really actually shut down. It was probably like the middle of March. I went to Walmart for something and I sneezed from my allergies. And all of a sudden, like all the aisles around me, like everybody's scattered. And I was like, dude, I have allergies, I promise. But people were like super scared of me. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm just allergic to the earth.
Ed says, I watched your video you just put out today. So what else besides peppers are you planting this year? We're planting all kinds of things. Corn like usual. Corn, potatoes.
Well, that corn won't be going out until like May.
What else are we planting?
Cucumbers. Loofahs. Flowers.
Loofahs
Wait, let me look at my list.
Oh, you have a list? We haven't really talked yet.
But
I know I said in a video me and Kristin need to talk, but we haven't really had a chance to sit down. She's been busy and I've been busy.
Okay. So. Tomatillos, barley, hatch chili, chamomile, Craig's Grande jalapenos, Hungarian hot peppers, banana peppers, lavender, carrots, potatoes, onions, marigolds, calendula, ground cherries, cilantro, glass gem corn, green pumpkins, watermelon, dill, lemongrass, zinnias, violets, kohlrabi, kale, lemon balm, mint, morning glories, spring garlic, sunflowers, zucchinis, and Swiss chard.
Yeah, we're not growing all that. She's nuts.
Yes and yes.
Now, unless we're hiring somebody else to garden and weed.
Yeah, the weeds last year were just.
How's the incubator project going? It's not.
We still
got put on hold. I got busy again.
Yeah.
I actually did start working on it.
There's just always something more urgent. It seems like it's.
I don't remember. I don't know. It was a couple months ago I was starting working on it, but then I got sidetracked off on another project that I really want to finish. I just have to finish some programming for it, but I developed hardware and printed circuit board and everything for it, but I have to get that done, and I want to get that done first. And he said, life gets busy. It's okay.
It does.
It's life and work.
Mm-hmm. And there's always it seems like sometimes some projects, like there's like the incubator or hatching thing.
Yeah, the hatcher. I mean,
it seems like there's always something that comes up before and we're just about ready to get to it, and then something else comes up or
I was doing
more important.
I was doing some more like testing and developing and doing some other things for it, and because I came up with some different ideas, and that's kind of what delayed things. But we need a drink reveal.
It's not as exciting as you would think.
Some Gatorade.
I have
Gatorade.
Sugar-free Starburst flavored juice.
Sugar-free,
calorie-free, whatever. Actually, I think there's a little bit of sugar in mine, but it's so minimal. It's like better than soda, so I let myself drink it, but nothing exciting or like good,
Ed said use weed cloth like Living Tradition uses. Yeah, that stuff's expensive for the size of gardens we have. But it also I know it won't. It really doesn't work that great for corn. The way I'm planting it, I would have to put holes in.
And then the weeds would still come up, like
yeah.
I mean, maybe
but as far
in
as the other
gardens,
like in the pepper garden or the other couple gardens, it might work. I do have some of the fabric
left over.
Because I laid it down for some paths and stuff,
and it did help, like where those were laid down, like there definitely were less weeds, but because the rest of it wasn't done, like they did kind of like, they grew here and then they but
JJ Willow says, I'm so sleepy, too much fresh air.
Fresh air is good for you. That should wake you up. Unless it's like nice and warm, cozy.
Aaron says, Ed, that's what we're going to be using this year. Yeah, I mean, it does work.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the biggest weed issue was, yes, out in the cornfield. But
yeah, I have different things I'm going
to in the nightshade. The nightshade garden was really bad.
That one's always bad.
But I think we're going to do that other thing we talked about last year.
I don't remember what we're talking about. Okay. Yeah.
Because I want to use that for something else too, actually. It'll have multiple jobs.
Andy says, I was going to set eggs today, but I haven't yet. So maybe after you're live.
There you go. No time better than the present in a couple minutes.
Left-handed Stan says, favorite incubator for less than $200.
Nurture Right 360. Sorry.
Nurture Right 360 is probably my favorite and her favorite for that.
I feel like it's the best bang for your buck, at least. Like,
yeah, I mean, you can usually get them for anywhere from $130 to $150. I think $150 is the normal price, like Tractor Supply and Amazon. Mm-hmm. But
sometimes Amazon, like on Prime Day or Black Friday, they'll have them on deep discounts, which is cool.
Yeah, I've seen them as low as like $100.
But
no
matter what you get, as always, we always recommend, and we talk about this in our like hatching video too. Make sure you get a secondary thermometer and hygrometer, because sometimes you'll happen to get lucky and the stuff on your incubator is accurate, but it almost always never is. We actually have 3 Nurture Rights right now, and they're all actually set to different temperatures in order to have them actually be 99.5 degrees. Oh, they went up.
Yeah, on Amazon they're terribly expensive. They're $182.
Check Tractor Supply. Maybe too many people are looking at them. The really difficult thing with this spring, I'm noticing, is the whole supply and demand thing. A lot of people you're typing in I hate when that happens. A lot of people are looking for means of self-sufficiency, so it's very hard to get.
Well, it was a common theme in the last couple of years, but it's still
really bad
it's really
this year.
getting. Yeah, it's $180 on there too. So yeah, they're expensive. I mean,
that's getting to be where I'm like, I don't know.
It might not be completely worth it, but I don't know. I think they're still pretty good.
Approach, yeah. I would probably, for the job that it does, I'd probably pay about up to $200, in my opinion. And I'm very much like a person where I like getting stuff for good deals. I don't like paying a lot of money for stuff, but I also realize that you do get what you pay for. Usually, I like stuff that's you get what you pay for, and it's a good bang for your buck. And that is even, I think, at $180 whatever dollars. So, I was gonna say something else. I forgot what it was. I don't know. Oh, I was gonna say, like, it's hard getting. For instance, our kids are in 4-H. This year for the first year, and they were both going to do a market turkey project thing. I'm sorry, I don't know the lingo, because again, I wasn't in 4-H and this is their first year, so I'm learning too. But luckily, I think our 4-H leader is going to have some extras that we'll be able to buy. But I went online to buy them, and they're like booked way out, to the point where they wouldn't grow enough for our kids to show them, etc. But yeah, I mean, even our quail, like, we've upped our breeders and stuff, and we're still super behind. We were hoping to avoid what we went through last year, and we're kind of in the same boat. But I'm glad we expanded, because if we didn't, we'd be really behind then, you know.
Truck 31 says, "Are your ducks laying yet?" No, they're not.
We don't have
Stinkers.
lights on them, no.
I do.
You do?
I just added lights to them 3 days ago.
Oh, well.
So I'm waiting.
Stay tuned.
Left-handed Stan says 360 is what I'm rocking. Just wondering what else is out there. 2 thermometers, hygrometers as backup, both on a tray.
Nice. There's what is that one?
Frenzy?
Yeah. They have so many models, and I don't actually have any, mind you. But from what I see in the groups and things like that, they have really good reviews. They're pretty accurate. They stay like super steady. From what I've heard, the thing that I didn't care about for them was the capacity. At least when I was looking, like,
yeah, it definitely can be. Don't get as much room on them.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
which is okay for
a
some
24
people.
chicken egg room, which is honestly probably about the same size as the nurture, right? You're looking at $233. It looks like on Amazon about.
Yeah, because the nurture rate is 22 chicken eggs, I believe, because I get 44 quail eggs in there. So I think 44 quail eggs.
That's weird. That did that.
Oops, something went wrong.
Can you guys see us?
Yeah, I can see us on here. I'm on our channel though.
Okay. Never mind.
Oh, somebody was hearting things. I don't have a heart button. We heart you too.
Willow says, "Is it safe to leave 2-week-old quail for 2 days if there's enough food and water, or do I need to babysit?"
Just understand, like, accidents happen. They are accident prone. We all know that.
Yeah, more than likely you
might
probably
lose a couple,
gonna have
but
yeah.
For the most part, yes. If they have food and water and their heat source stays on, and there are no like accidents where they like tip their water over and they all get wet, and then that they could potentially die. They might be okay. They might not. It's hard to say, but you could try it. Just if you're super attached to them, I probably would get a
Andy
quail
says, "My incubator is up to temperature now, and I didn't turn it on until like 3 or 4 p.m. It's pretty good."
Mm-hmm.
Ed says nothing's getting cheaper. Yeah, I know, it's nuts. Inflation's crazy.
Mm-hmm. It's yeah.
Ed said, "Oh, speaking of light, ever use any of that I sent you?"
Like those strips, I think.
Yeah, I was using that stuff.
See, that was some of the stuff you were putting on the breadboard, right?
Yeah, I was using some of the LEDs that you sent, and then the solar panels. I'm working on some stuff. SL says, "I like the farm innovators, but I'm cheap."
That was our very first one.
Yeah, that was the first one we had, and we didn't have good luck with it. But
we only did the one. It might have been a dud.
Yeah, it could have just been a bad incubator.
Because I think that's what Chris uses, I believe, is the farm innovators. I think
he's got
or is it the Little Giant?
I think it's the Little Giant. They're the same company. They're
very similar, but I don't think it's the same company.
I'm pretty sure they're the same company. They're both made by
GQF and Miller Manufacturing.
I think they're both made by Miller Manufacturing.
They're very similar in style.
We have the GQF Hubavator, whatever, 1588, I believe it is.
Yes. Chris has the Little Giant. I have one of those too.
The Hubavator 1588 is a decent incubator. I like them. I mean, it's a styrofoam incubator, so I mean, you have to live with that. They are a little different and they have their quirks being styrofoam. I
have helped a lot of people, and we had good luck with this too. The humidity is really, really hard to keep consistent in those. I used a bath towel to help like wrap it and keep that in there. And then our, at the time, fat cat liked to lay on there because it was warm and there was a towel. So he thought that that was like an invitation, like that was his spot. So he always
Yeah, he'd always lay up there, even after we removed the towel.
Yep, that was his spot.
Ed said JJ put a webcam on them and keep an eye on them. You could do that. Doesn't help if they do get in trouble while you're gone, though.
Well, unless you have like a house sitter that can run over or something quick, like a friend that can check in on them. And
yeah.
A lot of us have used webcams on our quail.
Yeah.
And like hatching and
yeah, Kristin used to do that while she worked.
I mean, I was working, but I would leave my phone.
Yeah, she'd leave it up just to see if they would hatch.
But yeah, people, because I worked retail at the time, I left it up at customer service, and customers, employees, everybody, they would walk by and they would like stop and like watch these little quail hatch, and they'd like, oh my gosh, and then go about their day. But people enjoyed it and it was fun and it made them happy. So I never got in trouble for it. So, I mean, that's because I wasn't sitting there like, it was just fun.
Yeah. And he says, I like my little giant incubator.
I love the capacity of them. And I love the plastic tray, like water tray, because it's actually pretty easy to clean.
Left-hand stand says, what are y'all's favorite colors or patterns of quail?
If we're talking about solely on color and like eye candy appeal, I love me a good patterned symmetrical pearl. Homozygous for fee and heterozygous for fawn. Pearl. I also really like jumbos though. Like, I don't know, there's like OG.
Honestly, I almost always gravitate, I think, towards silvers or variations of silvers.
Mm-hmm. I love fee. You really like silver and blue.
I used to hate fee.
I used to hate rue.
I used to really not like fee birds at all, but now I have lots of fee, and I kind of like them. But
I used to really, really, really not like Egyptians, and I like them now. Like they're a very like warm color. Like they look like they're blushing. Like when a lady puts too much bronzer on, it looks really bad on a human, but it looks really good on an Egyptian. And that sounds really silly, I know, but it looks like they have a lot of bronzer on.
Ed said, get the little giant with the fan kit.
Yes, I definitely recommend forced air versus still air.
Yes. Any incubator, forced air is a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Get the air circulation, even heat. Dale says, currently having our first hatch in the Barado and super impressed with it. Maintain temp throughout the incubator like champ. Humidity varied a bit, but still better than my old little giant.
I've heard really good things about that brand as well.
Yeah.
At the time, like when we got started, they were beyond what I was willing to spend and like risk. Because like when we started this, I don't think I even asked. I just like ordered quail eggs.
Yeah, she just did.
I just like went gung ho
and just went to the store down the road and bought an incubator.
Yeah, like I
had no idea what was going on until things arrived.
He's like, "What is that?"
I'm like, "What are you doing?"
Like, why do you have a cooler on the counter? What, you're putting eggs in the what?
Yeah.
But yes, I've heard really good things about them. But at the time was a little beyond my price point. But yeah.
Aaron says we incubate with a GQF and hatch in little giant styrofoam incubators. We started out with little giants. We don't have humidity issues here.
I bet you don't.
You don't. It is very.
You can swim through.
Not humid up here.
Your yard,
especially in the winter sometimes.
Yeah.
Andy says my last 2 batches of eggs hatch rates was 40 of 60 and 20 of 30 shipped eggs.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
I mean, getting like 50% on shipped eggs is an accomplishment, honestly. Sometimes I don't know what they do. And maybe it's not even anything anybody did on purpose at USPS. Like maybe it just sat somewhere too long, in too cold, too hot, whatever. Like I really don't think anybody's like maliciously like, oh, this says it has eggs in it, I'm going to drop kick it to their door. But sometimes it does seem that way. Like looking at the boxes, it's like it looks like a werewolf tried to open this. Like it just is like ripped to shreds.
Joy says, I have a little giant, had to put it in the dog crate to keep my cats from laying on it and changing the settings.
Oh my God. That's a really good idea though. Maybe we should get some dog crates to put the brooders in so moonshine stays out.
Sure. I don't think so.
He'll probably figure out a way to open the door.
I don't know why we look so purple. Color's like really purple. Oh, that's really purple.
Oh, we're rainbow now. Party.
I'm sorry.
I don't know if it.
Oh!
It's like a disco party.
I don't know. I'm stopped playing. Yep.
There's a delay, so like that
just looks. Yeah, whatever. I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't make it any better.
Ooh, shiny.
Andy said, Joy, I had to move my little giant in the extra bathroom because of the cat. Brooks here from Cali Quail Keepers says, hello, Kristin and Brandon. Hopping on late, but glad to see your faces. Well, thank you for joining.
Better late than never. Good to see you. I hope your puppies are doing good.
JJ said, I did the same thing. Just started getting the stuff for the quail. Hubby just threw his hands up in the air.
But look at where mine is at now. Now he's like making his own lines and stuff.
Shut up.
Like he was like, this is stupid. And now he's like,
I like my ducks more though, honestly. They're just slower to work with. Andy said, I've decided my biggest mistake last year was buying an incubator.
Oh, yeah, because it's a slippery slope.
Mm-hmm.
Because they just all fall into the incubator.
Andy said, my last hatch, I lost power 2 different times. Also, the first was about a week in, and the second was the day of lockdown. Oh, wow.
I've noticed it seems like if it happens earlier, it's not quite as terrible usually. I've never had it happen, but from what I gather, like seeing what other people say, and it kind of makes sense because you can make a lot up on the tail end of it. But that's still like wow.
It said rave at WTF.
Yeah.
I don't. Kristin was using the light for something else, and I bumped it moving, getting ready tonight, and I thought I had it on the right setting, but it obviously is not. And now it's really not on the right setting because it's purple and blue spinning
circles.
Not that you can see that, but
you kind of can see that something's moving, but yeah.
Andy says my mistake is a good thing, though.
Yes.
That's fun.
A happy accident, as Bob Ross would say.
No pups yet. You'll get a pic when she pops.
Good luck.
It's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
SO says not a rave without the nitrous. I guess. Yeah. Wow. Got 23 likes.
Woohoo.
Pretty good. I'm all a drink.
Ruh-roh.
Now again. I'm just thirsty. I made
Ruh-roh, Shaggy.
I made some corned beef yesterday, and I've been eating corned beef today for breakfast and lunch, and so like I'm really thirsty because it's like really salty.
You know what I'm salty about?
That I didn't tell you?
Yeah.
Whatever.
I went up north yesterday to help a friend with some stuff, and so I wasn't home, so I had no idea that.
Oh, you ate all the pizza. But anyways, left-hand stand.
He's accusing me of eating
says,
everything.
do you guys sell a local farmer's market? What tends to sell? Everything. Yes, we do sell at the
females. Lots of females
at the farmer's market. Yeah, of course, everybody wants females.
But then
we
tell them
we've actually gone and because we know that females sell more, we'll carry more females and not sell all the males. And usually I call them out and sell them to falconers or whatever. And there was one time where we went there and we had like no birds and everybody wanted males. And then there was another time we went there and brought a bunch of males and we sold a bunch of males and not all the females. So it just depends.
Yeah. Because, I mean, sometimes you get people that are like, oh, my male died, and they didn't have a backup, and they're like, I need a male. So, but a lot of people like just getting started, and this is totally fine. There's nothing wrong with it. We educate them then, but they're like, I want just females because I don't want them to crow because they think it's going to be like a chicken rooster, like very loud, obnoxious. And we're like, well, actually, listen to this, and I'll play a video for them of like what the different noises are that they make, and they're like, oh, that's not bad. Like, no, do you want a breeder set? Like, because then you can keep reproducing, and like it's super easy. And then they incubate in 18 days, and they actually start laying in 6 to 8 weeks. And they're like, yeah, give me like 3 breeder sets. So, but yeah.
Everybody's saying yummy corned beef.
Yeah, it is March. It's corned beef and cabbage season, y'all.
Corned beef, but can't eat it because it's too salty yet. So I made this corned beef in the Ninja, and I put it on bake mode because I didn't know what the slow cooker mode was for it. Like I just was being dumb. So I baked it, and I don't know, the outside of it just got so super like salty. Like it literally was like you're licking a salt.
You like
block.
drew it out kind of?
Yeah.
Like, weird.
And it's just really bad. But
and we usually like a lot of salt. I don't know what it is with, because so your mom has always liked salt a lot, and you kind of have too, but we are both bariatric patients, and it seems like since then, like we cannot get enough salt. Like somebody else will eat something and they're like, oh my gosh, this is so salty. I'm like, are you kidding me? And like I put more on, like I need more salt. Like my body's like craving it. And then fish. Like once in a while, I'm like, I want fish. I want shrimp. I want fish. So it's really weird, but your bodies are weird. Anyways.
Brooke says the lady I was talking to me today about using an automatic deer feeder for chickens. Screen to slow distance over the port, time and solar, kind of cool. Yeah, that would work pretty good.
Makes sense. Keeps it up off the ground, away from other critters.
Yeah. She also said Reubens are my absolute favorite. Yes, they are.
So
those are good.
For Christmas at my mom and dad's, we actually have Reubens. I don't know. It's just what we have. It's just what we do every year.
Yeah.
So we're not really normal, but I don't think anybody's family is actually normal. Let's be honest, but that's our normal.
Andy said, I love Reubens.
You guys stop. Is there corned beef left?
Yeah, I was going to make corned beef hash for breakfast with quail eggs.
Were you going to share?
Yeah, I planned on doing it this morning, but I didn't have time. And I also have another corned beef in the fridge. So.
Okay. I'll forgive you.
Left-handed said, if a crumble or proper chicken feed, you'll need some cover, or else the deer feeder will clog up if it rains. Yeah.
Ours usually, I didn't know that they made them without covers, actually.
Yeah, the ones that we have up here, or I mean, we don't have ones, but the ones I've seen up here and the ones for sale that I've seen from distributors and stuff always had covers.
A lid. Yeah, because why would you have a deer feeder without a lid? Because
I think even the ones, if you have like pellets in them, they'll eventually gum up too.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so we will try to be back next week. We'll see. We're gonna try really hard. There's been a lot going on.
Yeah, blame her.
Yep, it is actually mostly my fault. I admit it, but I've had some it's good. We're all good. It's good. It's all good. So we will try. That's all you can do. And my migraines have been better, so that helps a lot, because there will be days that I'm like, all right, I can do this, and then I get hit with a migraine and I'm like, oh. So yes, we apologize we've been gone, but we're figuring some things out, and hopefully we will be back next week and we'll post, and we hope to see you guys. It would be awesome. If you guys are going to the Rabbit Show in Jefferson, Wisconsin this weekend, we look forward to seeing you. I am going to finish more awards tonight and burn myself and cut myself. I haven't really cut myself, but I've burnt myself a lot. But But yeah, it'll be okay. It's all going to be okay. So anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. We greatly appreciate it. If you haven't already, please hit like, subscribe, and the notification.